Hey guys, Shio here. I just wanted to talk about companions, and they're pretty much needed in what they're needed in each type of content. So PvP, you're going to be running either Hero or Dark Knight. Pretty much Hero for the shield that you get from his summoning effect, and Dark Knight for the summoning effect, as well as the recovers the player's HP by 20% and increases max HP by 20% for 10 seconds. You're pretty much going to be running this for PvP because of the grants immunity and then the recovering, because you recover so much of the damage that's done to you within the first initial 10 seconds of the fight, and it's really OP for PvP. When people say, oh, Bishop's OP for PvP, it is, but Bishop and Dark Knight are both the best characters that you can run for PvP, and then the third best is gonna be Hero. But like, don't run Unique Bishop for PvP if you have a Unique Dark Knight, because the healing doesn't scale that well compared to this one's scaling, which is a lot better. So Legendary Bishop would be the priority, but if you have Legendary Dark Knight, prioritize that more. But if you have unique, for uniques, unique prioritize Dark Knight rather than prioritizing Bishop for PvP. And then you want to run anything in PvP that increases your damage output. So say like Bishop for on equip effect down here, anything on the on equip effect that increases damage output. So anything that increases your attack speed, anything that increases your basic attack damage, anything that increases your crit rate even, anything that increases your max damage, or even min damage multiplier. I should really put this on right down here because min damage is better than max damage. But anything that increases your damage output for PvP, as well as any other scenario within the game, you want those on. Don't put on Dark Knight in some companions slot. Don't put on Night Lord in sub companion slot if you're not running bosses. Don't put on anything that doesn't increase damage or critical rate or even attack speed, because it's just a waste of space. For example, Dark Knight, the on equip effect is accuracy. Accuracy is only good if you have low accuracy, where you're not going to be having low accuracy, which is my problem with Dark Knight's on equip effect. But let's go into bossing now. So world bosses, you're going to be running Marksman as your sub companion slot for world bosses because status effect damage. So if you don't know what status effect damage is, it's pretty much the added length to stuns and freezes. So anything that increases a stun or a freeze, it's going to be added on here. So 19.5% for the world boss, for example, because it always has that guaranteed stun 2 times in a row. You're going to be running this to increase that stun duration type of idea, to do extra damage. So anything that increases boss damage, so say like Night Lord, anything that increases, I should really put on, why do I not have Shadowwear over that guy? Is it the same with this one? I do not. So anything that runs, anything that like on the line of like damage output, you'd go. And then max, why you guys are wondering about max damage versus min damage? Min damage is the minimum damage you do compared to your maximum damage. So say your minimum damage is 100%, while your maximum damage is 150%. It'll range, your minimum damage will range from 100 to 150, but the closer you increase that gap between minimum and maximum, say like 110 to 150, it'll be 110% damage to 150% damage. But say your minimum damage surpasses your maximum damage to like 160 to 150, your maximum damage will always be set in place to 150. That'll be your minimum because that's your maximum type of idea, if that makes any sense. So anything that runs any of that, and also within sub companion slots for normal, you're going to be wanting to run Ice/Lightning. All your Ice/Lightnings you're going to want to run because it increases the most damage for your character. Because Ice/Lightning's on equip effect is normal monster damage to a certain percent. So as you can see right here, 10% and 20%. Anything that increases normal monster damage, you're going to be running for that, as well as you're going to be wanting to run your highest rarity for your main companion slot. Not your highest level, though, so to speak, but your highest rarity. So if you have like Night Lord and Bowmaster, you're going to be running Night Lord for your, say you have Legendary Night Lord and Legendary Bowmaster. You're going to be wanting to obviously run Night Lord for your bossing, but you're going to be wanting to run Bowmaster for, say, everything else. because Night Lord's only good at bossing if you only have him. He's even good at other things, but like if you don't have anyone else, just run your highest rarity. But at the same time, if you have multiple characters, please let me know what you have, because I can tell you what please tell me down in the comments what you have if you're still having troubles with your setup, because there's so many scenarios that I can think of at the moment that it makes my mind jumble up a bit, because it's all dependent on the account. That's pretty much what I wanted to talk today about companion setup and companions and how they're used. So those are the primary companions that you're going to be using within all content, is like how their functioning is, and how you always make sure you look at the on equip effect and the inventory effect and their passives. So thank you guys so much for watching. If there's any other videos that you want me to make, please let me know down in the comments down below, and have a great day. Peace.